If it gets any hotter out here in Ohio today, I swear I'm going to die from this heat. I don't do good in the heat. It's way too hot. So Iowa, I'm like one state from Canada. Shouldn't be this hot. Anyways, so you want to start a business, specifically in the automotive field. I'm not saying don't. What I am saying is maybe do a little research on your own before you do it. Well, let's count this as the research. You're doing the research. I'm proud of you. Let's talk. Get in this garage where it's a little cooler. So let's talk. Why should you listen to me? Well, first off, I have three college degrees in the automotive field. Classic automotive restoration, which is supposed to be a program for people who want to work in like museums and private collections. Automotive technology, so your basics to get you into a dealership if you wanted to work in a dealership. And high performance and racing technologies, which, where you want to go. Stage rally, drift, Monster Jam, NASCAR, doesn't matter. You're going to need a program like that. It's going to teach you the advanced side of the automotive industry. I then went on to get my degree in business, business marketing specifically. And in that time, I opened a couple automotive shops. Custom paint, my first automotive shop would have been parts restoration. So taking old parts, sanding them down, combing through them, painting them, making them look nice, and then reselling them for like anything, really. Old cars, new stuff, everything from rims to engine components to interior parts. Then I switched over to custom paint, doing a lot of airbrushing and pinstriping. And then essentially I opened up a shop that did custom automotive upholstery, both for the automotive and marine industries, seats, boat covers, everything from high-end customs to, your general daily use kind of stuff. So I would like to believe that I have some knowledge both in the automotive industry and in business. Not just knowledge, but actual experience. So yeah, you want to start a business. I think you should. But here's some things you're going to have to think about first. First and foremost, I've done a few videos on this now, and I'm going to talk today about business scams, specifically things now that have become scams that weren't scams 20 years ago that you need to avoid. Okay? First one we're going to talk about today is Better Business Bureau, the big old BBB, right? So to understand why it's more scammy today, or why it was such a reputable thing back in the day, we kind of have to look at the history of it. Okay, so Better Business Bureau comes out back in the day when we did not have the internet to search things. We did not have online reviews like we do today. Today, you type anything into Google and you're going to get online reviews. Now, it's important to note that a lot of the reviews you get online are going to be the not so great experiences, unless people love it. They either love it and they'll leave a review, or they'll hate it and they'll leave a review. And all your middle customers that are just satisfied probably won't leave you a review unless they are encouraged. Okay, so you need to do something to encourage that. Hey, leave us a review and we'll throw 10% off for your next purchase, or we'll refund you 5% of what you just paid today, something like that. And essentially be able to get that word out there for your happy customers that aren't ecstatic. Anyways, Better Business Bureau. Okay, so when Better Business Bureau came out, it was a way for companies, or for consumers, to reach out and say, hey, this company has done me wrong, and essentially put it into the public view. And then companies, if they wanted to be Better Business Bureau certified and have that BBB on their door or wherever else, they would have to maintain satisfaction. And they would have to respond to all those complaints, because at the time we didn't have the internet. Okay, so you either reached straight to the business, or you did this as a public domain to be able to say, is it good or bad? And as a consumer, you could reach out to the Better Business Bureau to find out if that company was good or bad. Now, anytime you have a company, not anytime, most times you have a company, you can sign up for a free Better Business Bureau account, and it'll essentially create that same setup, except you can't put the big old BBB on your door. Put BBB on your door, you have to pay. Now, some things that will happen when you pay is that you now are able to dispute ratings, and you're now able to, that's about it. You actually have no, people think when they reach out to Better Business Bureau that, the company has to take action. They don't. You can post whatever you want to Better Business Bureau, and as a company, you do not have to respond to a single thing on there. But what's going to happen is as soon as you file for your business to be a business, as soon as you put it on Google, you're going to start getting phone calls from the Better Business Bureau, and they're going to tell you about how you need to sign up for Better Business Bureau. You have to be a Better Business Bureau certified, whatever. Okay. So my shop was I think A or A plus certified on, or not certified, A or A plus rated on Better Business Bureau, and I refused to pay. So over time, you have to look into those companies, and I decided to look into Better Business Bureau. When they called me one day and I said, "What do I get for this large payment that you want me to pay you every year?" And essentially, they add another rating where you can go plus plus, and you're now allowed to use their logo on your door or on your advertisements, but only the ones that they send you, and that's it. That's absolutely it. So for a large payment every year, you essentially get to put BBB on your door that nobody really ever looks at or cares. Be honest with me right now. When is the last business that you walked into, or you were gonna walk into, and you said, "Oh, there's not a Better Business Bureau sticker on their door. I don't think I'm gonna shop here today"? Doesn't happen. Okay? Better Business Bureau doesn't mean anything anymore because we have the ability to use Google ratings, Facebook ratings, and all these other sites where we can openly discuss how a business treats its customers, and it allows the business to respond to those complaints. There are absolutely customers out there that are going to make complaints that are absolutely ridiculous, or people out there that aren't even going to be customers of yours, that their friend didn't like the outcome, so they're going to come on there and try to bash you. That happens. You can't make every customer happy. So these sites that allow a response from the business are great because everyone's not honest on the internet. So it's nice to have somewhere to respond to. But because of the growth of the internet, Better Business Bureau is a no-go anymore, in my opinion. Get rid of it. You don't need it. The second one we're going to talk about is Yellow Pages, and it's essentially for the same thing. Yellow Pages were an important thing back in the 90s, before we had the internet. Again, you needed a way to advertise and look up resources in your area, right? You're going to Google. Well, no, you're not going to Google. You're going to go to the Yellow Pages, and we're going to flip through until we find where to find the best plumber in the area, right? Well, Google ruined that, didn't they? Because now I can just go onto Google and type in plumber in my town, and it's going to pop up with all of them. I now can see the reviews, and I now can know who the best plumber is. Or better yet, you're going to go to your local group. You're going to go to your local, my town, local talk, whatever, and you're going to say, "Hey, who's the best plumber around here? Who have you guys had good or really bad experiences with? Who should I avoid?" I did that. We bought our house. I said, "I need X, Y, and Z done. Who do I go to and who do I avoid?" Okay, and that works perfectly. And it eliminated the use of Yellow Pages. Now, Yellow Pages are going to reach out to you. Yellow Pages are going to blow you up, and they're going to want your money, and they're going to try real hard to tell you that you need to have an account. Don't. 0 customers that I ever had came from Yellow Pages, and you can have free accounts on there, but to sign up, 0. Next one. Ready for this? You ready for this? Yelp. Yelp's going to do something really scammy, guys. They're going to send you a free credit. They're going to say to use that credit, all you have to do is put in your credit card, and you can use that credit. Okay? And that means free advertising. I like free advertising. Of course you're going to do that, right? Now they have your credit card information. What happened to me was essentially I signed up to use their free advertising. Not a penny more. I did not want to advertise with them. I was not going to pay to advertise with them, but I got free credits, and it was like a lot. It was like $100 or $200 credit, so I signed up to get my free credit, and I used that credit. And I never opened Yelp, never opened the app. I never went on there. I never agreed to further advertising. Nothing. And suddenly, I had a charge that hit my credit score. And that was because apparently I had racked up $300-400 in advertising through Yellow Pages. Or not Yellow Pages, through Yelp. $300-400. I said, no. I've never agreed to advertise through Yelp, especially at a $300-400 amount, because that doesn't make sense. Now, if I were to use Yelp with my free credit and found out that I was getting a ton of customers, big flow, absolutely, maybe I'll put that $300-400 in. But no, I didn't agree to that. So I went through my emails, and I went as far back as I could, and essentially I had never once agreed to a payment that was $300-400. I reached out to my bank to cancel the charges, but it was too late because it was in collections. Well, not cancel the charges, but to find out if I was ever charged, to find out where the charges were. They didn't never pull the charges. They never tried to pull the charges. I then went and called the Yelp up, and they had told me that they had sent me a contract. I had signed that contract, and I'd agreed to the price. And I said, I absolutely did not. And they said, they can send me a receipt. And what happened is when they went to send me the receipt, all of a sudden, the same day, they sent me a contract they wanted me to sign with that receipt that they said that they wanted me to have. Dated for the day that they sent me the receipt, or the receipt that I did not ever make a purchase on. I had to fight to get my money back from, or get my account zeroed out from Yelp. But again, I never, not a single time, had agreed to advertise with Yelp other than for the free credit, and you have to put your credit card information in, but never had I said that I wanted to advertise further than that credit. And it wasn't like straight through. It wasn't like at the end of that credit, then they charged the next amount or whatever. No. It was like a month or 2 months difference, and then they ran a whole nother advertising campaign without my knowledge, and then tried to charge me for it. Now they claimed, and this was their way of selling me the product, because I should be a satisfied customer, pay that, because I had 15 new customers from them. And I said, no, I didn't. And they said, well, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, because I do high-end upholstery. I usually only do 1 or 2 big projects a week at max. And I asked every one of my customers where they heard about me, where I'd seen them, and so on and so forth. Every single one of my customers, because I don't have a large customer base, I had big customer bases. So yeah, I knew I didn't have a single customer from Yelp, but they tried to say that I did, so that way they didn't have to return my money. Well, what they were trying to take. So yeah, watch that one. Another big scam is with Google. Now, Google's a great platform. Go on there, make your business account. If you want to run advertisements, run them on there. But you're going to get a bunch of phone calls from Google services, or not Google services themselves, but representatives that you need to pay them to rank #1 on Google. Let me come out right now and say I did marketing writing for a lot of years, and you can't pay to rank #1 on Google. That is not how that works. To rank #1 on Google, you have to do search engine optimization and SEO optimized articles that make you a leader within the industry, and only then, when they see that you're a educational source and leader within the industry, would you even consider being ranked #1. You don't just pay somebody $200 to be ranked #1 and be the best thing in your area. They could run an ad for you, and it would put you at the top of the page under sponsored content, but it's not ranking #1. So if you get a phone call for that, don't do it. I had a buddy that fell for that when he opened up a shop. He paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and he never ranked #1. He wasn't getting business from that. He was getting business because people needed his product and were already searching for it. So yeah, don't pay for that. So that's just a handful of scams that you're going to have out there specifically for marketing and business. They happen all the time. So yeah. So get out there and make your business. Have fun with it. If you have any more questions, ask them. And I will answer them in the next video.